Question number 8. How long does the application for Social Security disability benefits usually take? Application process. Okay. So the process for filing for Social Security disability benefits can take from several months to several years. And that's the hard part. We never want to tell people, but it's the truth. Depending on someone's individual impairments and circumstances, it can take several years. So there are several stages, different stages, and you can get awarded at any stage. So initial application, that's when you file your first application for benefits. It usually takes, in my experience in the jurisdictions I work in, about 6 to 9 months for Social Security to decide a claim for disability benefits at the initial application level. So I'm mostly working in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. So that's where those time frame that we call the tri-state area, that's where those time frames come in. Now, I have handled claims in different states where the time frames are much longer. Delaware, Maryland, Florida, I'm seeing them lasting a year up to 15 months even. So depending on where you are, it's going to depend on how long that initial application takes. Again, in the Philadelphia region, which is where most of my cases are at this point, they are in the 6 to 9 months is how long it takes for an initial application. And I would say that that's probably fair for most jurisdictions. However, there are some where it takes longer, like I said. So reconsideration, in my experience and in the jurisdictions that I work, meaning the areas, the locations that I work, reconsideration is taking from 4 to 6 months around that time period. So that's when your initial application is denied, you file an appeal for reconsideration, and they, get your updated medical records and review everything again. That's typically taking anywhere from 4 to 6 months. That's an estimate. Next, request for hearing. So you're denied your initial application, you file to reconsideration, that's denied. You request a hearing with an administrative law judge. That's going to be another 9 to 12 months. So once you request the hearing with an administrative law judge, it's a few months until it gets scheduled. And then it's typically 2 to 3 months before you actually have the hearing, sometimes even 4 months. So that whole process is going to take from 9 to 12 months. So, if that's denied, if the administrative law judge denies your case and you get an unfavorable decision, you can then go to what we call the appeals council, and that's another year or so for them to review the case. So you can see this does add up. After the appeals council, you can potentially file in federal court, which could be another year process, give or take, depending on jurisdiction again. So again, the stages are initial application, 6 to 9 months estimate. Reconsideration, 4 to 6 months, administrative law judge hearing level, 9 to 12 months, and appeals council, approximately a year to 15 months. That's based on my experience in the jurisdictions that I work in, and I hope you found this information helpful. I'll see you on the next one.